5G Core Cloud Native, we thought about building the 5G Core solution based on something new. We could have built it based on the existing technology, which is EPC, but we decided to build it cloud native from day one. There are many benefits of building it based on cloud native from ground up. Cloud native is chosen by 3GPP as the technology to be used for 5G Core. And if you build it based on legacy technology, which is EPC, we'll always have limitations in terms of how you scale it, how you support new services, how do you do slicing. All these are fundamental things that we need to support. Cloud native revolution happened in the IT industry, and we felt that the right way to build this new transformative technology, 5G Core, is to build it on a cloud native foundation using microservices. Why multi-technology? Because a single core, converged cloud native core that can support LTE, 5G, Wi-Fi, as well as fixed access in the future. So this is the beauty of this solution, where a single solution, single core network that supports multiple technologies as we move forward. 5G Core is also built for LTE expansion, because LTE traffic is growing rapidly around the world, and because of that, operators are looking at easier, cheaper way of deploying core technology and scale it for 5G down the line. This is the right investment choice today, and that's what we see, that multi-technology core that we're offering in the market is the right solution for what the operators are looking for, not only expanding LTE, but also building the foundation for 5G down the line. Open source components are the foundation for building cloud native architecture, because as you see, the cloud that is built by the IT industry and also the cloud providers like Amazon and Microsoft, those are based on open source components. Whatever innovation that they have done, they've open sourced it. So it's a fantastic way of tapping into this open source innovation to build this new core. That's the principle of 5G Core on cloud native. But the cloud native paradigm that was built for IT industry doesn't really fit in very well in the telco paradigm. Why? Because telco workloads need latency to be very stringent. You have to have higher throughput, and there's always a short period of time that every workload needs to respond to the request by the users. So to make those cloud native open source components telco grade, Mavenir took the step to look at the gaps and fill in those gaps one by one. For example, when you deploy a cloud native core, you need to observe how it is working. So observability is a very key thing for operators to see. But in the 3GPP, which defines 5G Core, they did not think about cloud native. So now cloud native microservices are feeding in, say, raw counters and parameters. But there is no concept of 3GPP functions in cloud native. So we had to bridge them together with enhancements and optimizations, so that when the operators see their network, they see the 3GPP functions, not microservices. And that was a huge enhancement for us. Security was one of the big things as well. 3GPP defines a very robust security framework. And cloud native infrastructure using service mesh, for example, has a different paradigm of security. So we have to tie them together. How 3GPP authenticates the users and distributes keys, that has to be tied together to the cloud native service mesh. So Mavenir did a lot of investigation and R&D to build this cloud native infrastructure that is 3GPP compliant. At the same time, it also keeps the principle of open source. So open source on telco grade is what Mavenir did for this 5G cloud native infrastructure. I think there is huge interest from the customer base to look at 5G Core for their, not only for 5G traffic. Keep in mind, 5G Core is not just for 5G. 5G Core is also for LTE expansion. So operators got interested in looking at this cloud native way of expanding their LTE traffic, which is driving their interest in why 5G Core now. We first thought that when you build a 5G Core, when 5G will gradually pick up 5G RF, then 5G Core will also come in. But we see a totally different trend. LTE expansion is driving the 5G Core to be adopted faster and sooner. So we are already into many tier 1 operators networks doing the trials and POCs to figure out how we can support LTE and 5G on this converged core. So interest is huge. There are many discussions ongoing with our engineers and customers' engineers. We're in pretty much every geography: Europe, Asia, North America, Latin America, Australia, and I think the interest level that spiked up because we came forward with a completely brand new way of doing core network. And I think it was something that the industry did not really expect this to happen so soon, but they were really asking for it to happen, and it happened, and now we are really getting into how do you deploy it, how do you commercialize it, how do you deploy new services on it. So interest is tremendous, and we are very happy to be leading the way.